Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor. Welcome to my tube today. I've been doing this a long time. I've been doing this 51 years. I've been in tax resolution, worked for IRS 10. I have been in private practice for 41 years. I know what I'm talking about. I have a firm that represents people. Today, I want to talk to you about, should you be scared about not filing a tax return? Well, the answer is yes and no. A lot of people are out there, you're listening. If you've hit this and you have not filed, at some point, IRS is going to come out there. I told somebody, yeah, they'll probably be out in the next year. They came the next day. It's the first time that ever happened. Should you be scared? I think the bottom line is this. You haven't filed your tax returns. At some point, IRS is going to nail you. They will. I used to do that for a living, so I'm telling you how they're going to do that. They know what your Social Security is. If you have a W-2 or 1099, they know all about you. They get that information from Social Security. If you haven't filed, if you have filed, they have your 1099 somewhere, because everyone has to report you, and they have. They get it from Homeland Security. If you've given them any government agency, had to give a Social Security number, IRS knows, because they have that all on their system. So IRS knows you are there. They just haven't got to you. They will. What's going to happen when they get to you? Well, they're going to bring you in the office. They will summons you with a 2039 summons. You can see what that's for. And then at some point in time, they can decide to turn this over to criminal investigation if they want, or they'll just pick up your tax returns, and you're going to have to prepare them. If not, IRS will prepare those for you. IRS can then at that time enforce that. They can get an assessment, or they'll have an assessment soon. If they want to keep the case, wait for the assessment, they're going to ask for a financial statement. And if you don't voluntarily get on a payment plan or something, IRS at that point will probably levy or do something. But you don't want all this to happen. I used to do this for a living. You know, those are pain in the ass cases. You don't want to deal with people. You just want to get the case resolved. So all you got to do is file. You only have to file the last 6 years. That's it. I don't care if you haven't filed in 50 years. You only have to file the last 6 years. At some point, you got to do it. So I'm appealing to you. Just file the last 6 years. We can file these. We know how to do them with or without records. And really, at the end of the day, you got to just stop being scared and file. It's that simple. So anyway, call me if you have an issue. You'll have my number. Give me a subscription. At least you know what IRS is going to do. IRS, if you have a bank statement, by the way, they'll go in. I want to just tell you one other thing. If you tell IRS you don't have any money, you're dealing cash and all that, they're going to find out where you live, and then they can back into your income very easily by knowing where you live. If you have a car, there's ways to do reconstructive analysis and know how much you make. Anyway, call me if you need me. I've given you the best information I have. Give me a subscription.